Hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
It is a beautiful Saturday morning and freezing outside.
It is cold.
And it's been a long winter so far, and it's only going to get worse over the next couple weeks.
Yeah. I'm here with my blanket and my coffee, and we're trying to make the most of it. But it makes me want to go somewhere warmer.
For sure. And we just booked something somewhere warmer.
Yes, much warmer than here.
And we're excited about it, so stick around so we can tell you where we're going. We booked some flights somewhere.
To where?
We booked flights to beautiful, sunny Orlando, Florida.
And why would you do a thing like that?
Because we are going to Disney.
Yay! So, on Dyson Spring Break, we will be spending a week down at Walt Disney World. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited because Epcot is having their Flower and Garden Festival, and I've never gotten to go to that. So, yeah, we're very excited. And in getting prepared for the trip, our friends Justin and Lacey Zachman over at R0, they just did a Disney this or that. So we thought, you know, while we're on this Disney kick, we would do it too.
For sure. So
it's pretty easy. You just ask a question. You have to pick one or the other, thus the name this or that. And yeah, that's it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Because sometimes you have a hard time making decisions.
I can make decisions pretty well. I chose you.
Okay, moving on.
All right. So first one is Toy Story Land or Galaxy's Edge.
Okay. You want me to answer first?
I want you to answer
Okay,
first, yes.
I'm going to have to go with Toy Story Land because, one, I've never been to Galaxy's Edge, so I don't know what to say about it, which that will change after this trip. But I am not a huge Star Wars fan, so yeah, I'm going to go with Toy Story Land. You?
Yeah, Star Wars haters are going to come at us on this one because I'm Toy Story Land as well. Little known fact, I have never watched any Star Wars movies.
Now, I have watched them, some of them, but I'm just not dedicated, I guess. Maybe this trip will change us. Maybe we will come back from Galaxy's Edge and be like, we need to get into Star Wars.
Yeah. Or we could say we've been smart all along and we don't need to go to Galaxy's Edge or watch the movies anymore. I am a Toy Story guy, watched all four of them. The fourth one was not my favorite. But the other three were top notch. So I'm a Toy Story Land guy.
Well, and Toy Story Land is amazing because you feel like you're one of the toys.
Yep.
So, okay, next one. Epcot, which we love, or Animal Kingdom.
Tough question. I love them both. But I'm going to have to say Epcot for a variety of reasons. And they all begin with food. Yeah. So I love to, as you can see, eat my way around the World Showcase, and so Epcot for sure.
So I think I'm going to agree with you on this, just because I also love food and love to eat our way through the World Showcase and other places. Having that new festival to go to, I definitely am going to pick Epcot. Plus, there's so much like shut down at Animal Kingdom right now. It's kind of sad, like the Nemo stage performance and Lion King and all that. So anyway, yes, definitely Epcot for me. So we agree.
Of course.
2 for 2, we agree. Okay, next one.
Cinderella's Royal Table or Be Our Guest.
Here, another one where I have not experienced Cinderella's Royal Table. I just never could wrap my head around paying for that because I hear the food's not that good. So when Addie was little, we took her over to the Norway buffet in Epcot. But so for that one, I'm going to have to say Be Our Guest. Not a fan of their breakfast when they had it, but their lunch and dinner was really good.
Gotcha. I'm going to shock you here. I'm going with Cinderella's Royal Table.
Woo-hoo!
Because, A, I've never been there. I think it'd be cool to eat in the castle. And Be Our Guest, while it's cool that they bring your food, at least they used to, on those little carts, they knew where you were because of your magic band. Food was good, but you know,
it just wasn't all that.
I've been there a couple times, and I think it would be time for me to branch out to Cinderella's Royal Table. So I'd like to give it a shot.
Okay, fair enough.
Kind of shocking.
Yeah, but I think you just want to see more princesses. But anyway, okay, next one: Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain all day, every day. Love the views when you're going around there. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is pretty fun, but give me the Big Thunder.
I'm going to disagree with you on this only because I like the theming of the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, because the story, and I love when you go through the mine and all the jewels are lit up. So I like how it sways. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I like Big Thunder Mountain because it reminds me of my favorite dessert that Outback used to have, chocolate thunder from Down Under, which they no longer have. So that's why I like Big Thunder Mountain.
Okay.
Another reason.
Wow.
That solidifies that decision even further.
Okay. Whatever works for you.
Yep. So for you, Peter Pan or It's a Small World?
Now, I'm going to probably rock the boat on this one. And it's because of when I was a little kid and my first trip to Disney World. And also when I was little kid. A widow kid. And I had a whittle wadder that went to my bed. I had this thing that hung on my bedpost, and I would pull a string, and then as the string went up, it played a song. I still have it somewhere. And it played It's a Small World, so I'm going to have to go with It's a Small World.
All right.
I know people hate that ride, but there's just something
There's
about
a lot of people who love it, too.
That's true.
If I had to choose between Peter Pan and It's a Small World, I think I'm going to go Peter Pan.
Yeah.
I like the kind of the one you're looking down, it looks like you're in the see the city above.
It's amazing, but I'm just going for like nostalgic reasons, I guess. So
Peter Pan for me.
Small World for me. Okay, next. Pirates of the Caribbean, or do you say Caribbean or Caribbean?
Potato, Caribbean.
Well, for this ride. Like
Caribbean.
Okay. What's the song Kermit sings? I'm a Caribbean. Okay, never mind. Okay, Pirates of the Caribbean or Haunted Mansion?
Haunted Mansion all day, every day.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought you would...
Pirates of the Caribbean is overrated.
Oh. I mean, I'm just shocked that you would say that. I just assumed you would go with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nope. Haunted Mansion.
Well, mine is Haunted Mansion too. There again, when I was little, I was 4 years old when I first went to Walt Disney World, and I remember sitting on my dad's shoulders, like, you know, they crammed you in that first room, and when the room stretched, I about lost my mind. Like, probably his ears were, like, you know, because, you know, anyway. But my memory of the Haunted Mansion when I was 4 years old is still very vivid to me, and I love that ride.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, I had the Haunted Mansion little book with the little tiny record.
When I was still a kid. Have it?
If I did, it'd probably be worth millions of dollars.
Well, I just wanted to listen to it myself.
Might be
I'm
over at Mom and
Dad's.
Dad's.
To profit on it.
It might be over at Mom and Dad's. Maybe we can listen to it then profit.
Okay, that works. Okay, you next.
Tower of Terror or Rock and Roller Coaster?
This is an easy one for me. No. I mean, I like the theming of Tower of Terror, but the actual ride I absolutely hate because I don't like that feeling of your stomach. No. And I love Aerosmith, so Rock and Roller Coaster is a definite for me.
Gotcha.
You?
Like them both. Favorite little part of Hollywood Studios there. But I don't have to go with Tower of Terror. Theming is fantastic. And then the drop's different every time. So,
do you like to use a fast pass on that, or do you like to go through the queue?
Yes.
Okay.
Both.
That's fine. Okay, next. Soarin' Around the World, which is at Epcot, or Test Track, which is at Epcot.
Ooh. This is tough too, but Soarin' has been my fave. It still gets my stomach when you fly over the orange. We used to fly over the orange groves. You can smell the orange. Nothing like Soarin'. Test Track's fun, but now that I'm an adult and I drive, I have my own Test Track every day. So Soarin' is the one for me.
I'm gonna agree with you because Soarin', I love the smells as you go around the world. You get a whiff of, you know, different things. I don't like sitting on the edge of Soarin' though. I will say that. To me, that ruins it. But if you can sit in the middle of Soarin', it's the best. Middle. Okay. Expedition Everest or Space Mountain?
Now, I love Space Mountain, don't get me wrong, but Expedition Everest has taken over. And last time we were at Animal Kingdom a couple years ago, it was raining so hard.
I remember.
And we were drenched, and no one was at the park that day, which was awesome.
It was a monsoon.
But literally we rode Expedition Everest in one day like 10, 11 times, like back to back to back to back. So, and we had the photo pass. So we have every version. Every time we went on,
we did a different thing.
We did a different pose. And so the kids really had a fun time. And something interesting about Expedition Everest is when you're going up that hill and the track ends and you're just kind of paused there. When you look over to kind of your right or your left on the rocks there, people have started taking their ponytail holders and throwing them out there.
They've done that for a while.
And I never noticed that until this last time, and they were everywhere.
And I don't know why that is. Like, I even looked it up one time to see, like, why do people throw, it's like the ponytail holder. Why do people throw their ponytail holders at that point in the ride? Or just at all? Like, why would you litter on the ride? And
so next time we go, here in a couple months, I'm going to Walmart first, and I'm buying a couple packs of ponytail holders, taking them off, and like LeBron James at the beginning of the game, I'm going to just toss them in the air.
You need to do like big scrunchies.
It's going to be epic. So
anyway, well, I agree with you. Expedition Everest all the way. I like Space Mountain a lot, but had a horrible experience as a child, and I'm not quite over it. So Expedition Everest. Actually, Expedition Everest, up until just a few years ago, like once it came out, it was my favorite ride. So, but something took its place.
Well, leads us to our next question.
Does it? Oh, it does.
Flight of Passage or Rise of the Resistance?
So here again, we have not been to Galaxy's Edge. We are hoping to get a boarding pass to Rise of the Resistance. But not having been on it, it's hard to say what I like better. So I'm going to have to go with Flight of Passage because I absolutely love that ride so much.
For sure. And I will refer you guys to our first answer between Toy Stories and Galaxy's Edge. I'm not a Star Wars fan. And so while I've heard Rise of Resistance, it's really cool. And
I've heard, even if you're not a fan, just the technology of the ride, it's like the most amazing thing. So I don't know. We'll see.
But Flight of Passage is money.
Or this or that. I almost said would you rather. But get to the parks early or take your time getting there. Like just whenever. Get
to the parks early.
Absolutely.
Let's roll. Let's get there and get it over with.
Not get it over with, but get it started. I'm all about rope drop. To me, I've paid for a day at that park, and I want to get every moment I can out of it. And that's just how I am.
Yeah, so. We come back from Disney, and we need another vacation because we've... All right. So Kilimanjaro Safari or the Jungle Cruise?
Ooh, this is an easy one for me.
Okay. I'm on the edge of my seat.
I know. I wanted to see if you were listening. I have to go with Kilimanjaro Safari. For one, I have the hat from like the first year they were open, Animal Kingdom opened. So I love that. And I love Jungle Cruise, all the corny little dad jokes that you get throughout it. But I mean, the safari is real animals, and it's like, not that it's real. I know, like, it's Disney. But I don't know, it's just, and it's going to be so different every time you go, depending on what time of day or season, whatever. It's just, I like it. So.
For sure. I think I'll go with Kilimanjaro Safari as well. Although Jungle Cruise has one of my favorite memories. When our kids were little, we were waiting in line, and we played Heads Up with like everybody in line when Heads Up first came out.
It was the Jingle Cruise because we were there for Christmas, and yeah, the line was so long that we got our Heads Up game going, and everyone around us started playing with us, and it was so much fun that it was almost sad when we had to get on the boat and actually do the ride.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so Dumbo, the iconic Disney ride, Dumbo, or Magic Carpets of Aladdin?
Dumbo.
Why?
Because it's iconic. They're the same ride.
They are basically the same ride. And they don't use Magic Carpets of Aladdin in all the commercials on TV. So, like, when you go there, you have to ride Dumbo. Yeah, I agree. Next.
Dine in the parks or dine in at a resort?
Yes, I will do either, and lots of it. This one's one of those that's just like, I don't care. To me, good food is good food. If it's good, I'll go wherever. Now, I will say, I didn't like to leave the parks during the day because, like I said, I paid for that day. I want every moment of it. So we would dine in the parks. But now I'm a little bit more laid back. Like, I don't care. I would leave a park, go eat, and then come back. I have to say I don't have an answer.
You got to have an answer. It's this or that. It's not, I don't have an answer, this or that.
Okay, Dine in the parks.
And I'm the one that gets ridiculed for not being able to make a decision.
Sorry. Dine in the parks. There you go.
Gotcha. I will dine in the parks. I will dine at the resort. I will dine here or there. I will dine everywhere. But I think at this point, I would dine in the parks would be my choice for a couple reasons, so I don't have to leave. And there's some really cool restaurants within the parks where you can watch, you know, the fireworks at night when they bring those back, different things. So, and I like those, like where you have a show and you get to like eat and then you get the show. Those are fun. So
Yeah.
definitely the
When
parks.
they bring back shows.
When they bring back shows.
So, okay, next. Buy a new mug or buy a new Spirit jersey.
New mug.
Hands down.
No question about
How
it.
many Spirit jerseys do you own, Rob Carter?
I've got 25 Spirit jerseys times 0, so 0.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you. I don't own a Spirit jersey. I'm too cheap to buy one. And I do drink a lot of coffee, so I would definitely buy a mug.
For sure.
Yeah.
How about Mickey Pretzel or churros?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with churro.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the churro as well.
Why?
Because Daddy needs a churro.
Oh, Justine. Get a front of the line pass all day long for one day, or get unlimited free snacks all day.
Another easy one. Give me unlimited snacks for this fat boy all day, and I will graze my way through the parks.
I'm gonna agree, especially if we're at Epcot. Oh, just unlimited snacks all day long. So
Sure.
too bad it can't be more than one day.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And our last one.
last.
Do you want to be the first person to ride the new TRON roller coaster, or the first person to ride the new Ratatouille ride?
That's a hard one. I don't know anything about the new TRON roller coaster. Like, do you go upside down? I'm not a huge roller coaster fan. Like, if it's crazy roller coaster, which I don't see Disney having a crazy roller coaster. And I'm sure it's going to be dark in there because, you know, it's got to light up. But Ratatouille, that's just going to
Will
be
the
so much fun.
Ratatouille ride take you upside down? We don't know that either.
No, I do know that.
Okay.
It's not going to do that. I don't know. I'm going to say Tron. I think that would be more fun. Yeah, Tron. What about you?
It's going to be Tron, hands down. Ratatouille will be, you know, neat to see, but Tron will be invigorating, I'm sure.
We're hoping that maybe Ratatouille will be open by the time we're down there. So
They've started it open up in the France Pavilion, some
Yes,
things, so
so.
looking good.
yeah, so this was a lot of fun. I want to thank Justin and Lacey Zachman for doing their this or that first and encouraging others to do it. I think Lacey's sister is the one that came up with these questions, and some of them were kind of hard. So thanks, Aunt Cass. That made us think today. Not used to that on a Saturday morning. But
Sure, so make sure you go follow our Zero so you can watch their version of it. We'll link them down below
in our description,
in
yeah.
our description.
So.
So
We're excited about our trip, and this was fun, and we agreed on a lot of stuff, I think.
yeah,
So,
make quick decisions. So if you want to do this, we'll put all the questions in the description below.
so until next time, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
One more cup. Okay. Do you need a sip?
No, I don't need a sip.
Oh.
Just make sure. 1. Hey everybody, good morning. Nope, that's not it. Is that okay?
I didn't get to speak at all.
I know.
You tend to ramble? Just cozy couch talk on a Saturday.
Couch talk.
Okay. Much warmer. Maybe south? Like, where do you want to go from there?
I don't know. We are freezing our little Bojangles off. And because our Bojangles are starting to get a little frost on them, Sandy decided to get out her Target blanket that she loves, which is kind of a mock-up of the $150 blanket that they offer and some other YouTube channels promote. We also have our coffee here. It's warm and toasty, and it's making her warm inside.
It was warm an hour ago.
It was warm an hour ago. Thanks to our Z-Roll. So stick around for some great content coming your way.
Okay.
Was that better? I didn't feel like you were contributing at all.
It wasn't. I didn't want to have any contributions with that. Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta get that out.
I know. You definitely need that out. You don't need that in at all. Okay.
Last time we were there, the first time we were there, so you usually a typically long line, even with a fast pass, it can be a long time. And so we had waited through our line, and the queuing takes some time because they're building up the storyline for you to get on there. And we finally waited our time, get to the ride. We all get on, and next thing you know, the cast member comes and taps me on the shoulder and says, "We're going to have to pull you off the ride." And I was like, "What did I do?" And here, the person that rode on my ride last time had reported that the ride wasn't working right.
Right.
And so they pull all of us, our whole family, off. We have to go through the whole queue again, which seems like it takes a half hour.
Not the whole queue, but the whole decontamination and all that.
So they take us through the whole decontamination thing again. We go, we're ready to get back on the ride. We're all strapped in, and then Sandy sits down.
I go to get on my motorcycle thing, and it's dark in there. You can't really see, but I saw something before I actually sat. And here, the motion must have got to someone beforehand.
She screamed so loud, and everyone's like, "What?" And here, there was vomit everywhere. It was disgusting.
It was bad.
So we had to go back through the decontamination thing again, through their videos, and finally, our third time was a charm. We got to ride it, and it was amazing.
Yeah. If we went through all that and still loved it so much, so yeah, it's a good ride.
Totally do it again.
I'm looking forward to that. Vomit free.
Vomit free begins with me.
Okay, so are you a sweet snacker or salty snacker?
I'm a snacker, yes.
To be honest, and we want to be honest, I've never had a Mickey pretzel or a Disney World churro.
Same.
Really? I thought you had a pretzel.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.